Good morning.
Good morning. This is Meditation Reflections. Welcome. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out, but lots of gusty wind, and sometimes it even whistles at us very loudly.
We still got the birds fed. They're all still very interested, but they were a little wind protected where they were being fed, which is good.
Yeah. So the fish are fed. We have lots of goldfish in various ponds. But anyway, things are going well.
Good meditation this morning.
As always, yeah. Even a bad meditation is a good one. So.
True. But this one was spectacular, I thought.
Yeah. So part of it was, for me, discernment. And what I mean by that is knowing the source of my own thoughts. Not specifically, but, like choosing between something that is beneficial and something that is leading you astray. And for me, sometimes it's just a distraction. And sometimes we enjoy our little distractions because they can teach us as well. But knowing the difference and intentionally choosing the best course of action is the main reason for knowing the difference in something. So discernment is very important. And that's something we learn from our own minds. And the importance of meditation is obviously to train your own mind in which direction to go or what avenue to follow or however you want to term it.
Spirit just stepped in and said to me that your little slip of the main person.
Yeah.
The main person is probably your ideal person, and it's the one trying to speak to you.
Yeah.
So that's actually
your higher self.
Your higher self, discernment.
Mm-hmm.
I also got an interesting message in terms of discernment, but it was noticing the details. When you fall in love with somebody, there's, they're a person, you know them, so they're, and then something happens where you get to see their internal character, and you go, I could love that person. There was a little detail, a moment of reveal, or a moment of display of character, and suddenly that possibility opens up. Oh my God, I love this person, how interesting. It builds, because you never completely trust that one. That's a little scary level of decision. But it builds over time because you get further reinforcements of little details of this is the person I glimpsed at that point, that higher person. So the message from Spirit was, notice the details that are important to you, that are trustworthy and something that you can choose to act on. And notice they do accumulate. And a lot of the discernment questions right now are a type of accumulation of detail.
Yeah.
In terms of that. Let's see. When we first met, I was kind of semi-teaching classes. I was involved with students. And you asked me to help you on a drop saw trick, which is using a table saw to do a slit cut in the middle of a piece of wood, which is a little tricky. You've got to have somebody you trust on the other side.
It can be dangerous.
It can be dangerous. And both of us knew it was dangerous, but you knew how you were going to set it up. Mm-hmm. But you trusted me enough to walk over and go, would you help me hold this? Mm-hmm. Knowing that I could hang on to it. Was that before or after a bronze boar?
Before, I think.
Before, I think. See, yeah, that's true. But I suspect there's a moment where you went, oh, this might be an interesting person, because he invited me out to breakfast at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can only do that in Reno. There must have been a moment where I'd like to talk to this lady some more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting detail, and that's one that has huge impacts on people's lives, who they fall in love with and who they choose to spend their lives with. And it's a layered process, and it's a process of detail and a process of discernment. Mm-hmm. What's the right person for me? I think that applies to an awful lot of other things, and at the moment, your noticing of detail and your discernment are critical skills, would you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
there's we have so many distractions, and choosing which distraction to follow, because some of them are opportunities, other ones are blockades, or
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So and even the blockades can eventually lead to other doors that are just fantastic. It's the web of life is so intricate and complex that even no matter which pathway we choose, we eventually get there. But sometimes it's a hard, rough road, and sometimes it's easy and straight. So the choice is yours, and make the best choices you can by having the most knowledge, and also, as you said before, choosing whatever gives you more choices. In other words, sometimes we limit ourselves, and there's only one way to do things. But no, that's not true. There's multiple variables involved in almost everything. So choose what works for you. Choose what you love.
True.
And that's usually the best thing is choosing what you love.
One of the things we should talk about, we'll save it for the next one, is one's connection to nature
Yeah,
as a touchstone to discerning what's true for you.
exactly.
Whatever you use inside yourself as a point of contact with your own self, your spirit, your higher self, is, and a lot of being in nature and grounding yourself is a way of
Yeah.
contacting that internal core.
Yep. So
Covered a lot. Choose your details well, and notice your details, and notice your own discernment.
be good to yourself, be good to others, and have a great day.
Have a great day. Blessings upon you.
Blessings.